Now, is your Mandela money worth the paper it's printed on? An important security feature on the new Mandela banknotes is reportedly defective. According to weekend newspaper reports, security threads on the notes are flawed. So what does this mean for the money in your pocket, in our pockets? Well, we're joined now by Hlengani Mathebula from the Reserve Bank. Good morning, sir, and thank you very much for coming in.
Good morning, Dan, and welcome to broadcast again.
No, thank you very much. Tell us the threads on some of the notes as reported at the weekend. How serious is this matter?
No, I think we clarified the matter. Firstly, let me say that I don't understand and know where the issue of elevating the security threat to be the most crucial security feature on the notes come from. We have always, as the Reserve Bank, insisted that the public must always look for at least 3 visible security features. Those are just visible security features. Across the notes, there are many security features that some of them you can't see. Some of them even bank employees don't even know they exist. Therefore, to counterfeit the note, it will take a great deal of work rather than just simply working with the security feature. So let me deal with the issue of the security feature.
Yeah, but just before that, the security thread itself is not a critical component. If somebody can be able to lift it, they won't be able to counterfeit the note. Is that what you're saying?
No, not at all. Not at all. As I say, this reflects the extent to which our campaign to educate the public has been successful. That the public themselves are able to identify these features, and the slightest difference of any note that they have, they tend to run to us and say, look, we are discovering this. So we're very happy that the public are able to point this.
Now, what about the other security features? Are they still in place? I mean, are you comfortable that the notes I've got in my wallet this morning are legitimate?
The notes in your wallet and in everybody's wallets are legitimate and they remain legal tender. What we do have is a situation where notes which has been overused, in the main, it is the lower denomination, the 10 Rand and the 20 Rand. Yes, you will find the 200 Rand because also they are being utilized. So when they get overused, the quality starts to deteriorate over a period of time. So what we do encourage South African public to do is to constantly circulate the money back so that it can come back into the system, and we can then recirculate the ones that are fit for use. We use the term fit for use, and therefore this is exactly what we're doing.
Is there a material today in the world that can be used to prevent over-circulation begin to damage some of the features of notes? I just recall recently I was in Maputo, and they've got different kind of notes. It feels like semi-plastic. I'm not a technician in this thing, but I mean the Mozambican note looks a little bit like you can squash it and it opens up, but like nothing can lift it. It's more like a plastic. Can't we do that as a Reserve Bank in South Africa for Mandela notes so we manage the over-circulation problem?
No, even with that, there's only few companies that produce papers that makes notes in the world. And those companies, all of us around the world utilizes those companies. So you make a choice which paper you think is fit for the purpose of your country. And in this instance, the paper that we use is one that is used all over the world as well. And we think that paper, it's amongst the best international security features that we can be able to do. So paper is one thing, the security features is another. So it's a combination of many things that makes a note what it is. As I constantly tell people, you need to know more than one security feature in your note.
Okay, tell us about the others. Tell us about the others.
Look, for instance, I mean, if you take the window, if you take your note and look at it in the light, you should be able to see a window which will show you the picture of Mr. Nelson Mandela and the denomination numeral on it. So if it's a 10 Rand, you should be able to see a 10 Rand. If you look at the top right left corner of your note, you should be able to see your coat of arms. That becomes part and parcel of your security feature. But more than that, if you move your hand on your note, you'll feel that the note in certain parts is coarse. So that is part and parcel of being able to detect that you can't really just take any ordinary paper and think that you'll be able to produce a note. And that paper, it's not something that you can be able to find. The answer say There are those features that you will know, there are those features that you don't know. As the Reserve Bank, we're quite comfortable that the money that people have, even the ones that are continuously, that they have been indicated that the threat kinds of is lifting, if you take that note and go with it to the bank will exchange it for you and give you another note.
So it can be replaced? Yeah.
It can be replaced anytime.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for coming in. That's Reserve Bank's Hlengani Mathebula. So rest assured, the notes in your bank are as legitimate and as solid as possible.
News that moves. eNCA.com.